Today, the 2030 agenda is our common agenda. We are all committed to leaving no one behind. Essential to that goal is recognizing a new development paradigm. The traditional north-south divide is outdated, and business as usual is dead. We must set aside the old divides between developed nations and developing ones. Poverty, inequality, and unsustainable consumption patterns exist in all our countries, and all of us have work to do. If we don't do that work together, we will not meet the goals we have set. Let me share with you 3 concrete actions that describe how the OECD is working with others to go from the world we have to the world we want to have. First, we are implementing goal number 17, partnerships. Partnerships combine complementary strengths of all the actors involved. That includes the private sector and civil society, and it includes OECD countries and G77 countries. At the OECD, we are working to build better partnerships through open and transparent dialogue and by becoming a more diverse and global organization. Second, we are embracing the diversity of today's development cooperation landscape. Concessional development finance reached $184 billion worldwide last year, an all-time high. But almost 20% came from countries that are not members of the OECD's Development Assistance Committee, the old club, if you will. That total doesn't reflect the full value of the in-kind contributions, exchanges, and trainings that are hallmarks of South-South cooperation. So the actual total is larger, perhaps much larger. We need to know. We need a better way to count so we can more effectively direct our resources where they are needed the most. In an effort to capture the full scope of assistance, the Development Assistance Committee at the OECD developed a new measuring method, Total Official Support for Sustainable Development, or TOSSD. The goal is to understand the new trends shaping the development finance landscape. It's a work in progress, and I invite all of you to contribute to its development. And just so there's no confusion, let me stress that TOSSD will not reduce commitments from official development assistance by the OECD countries. Despite the new players, official development assistance remains vital, and it's not going away. In fact, we will continue to push our members to meet their commitment to spend 0.7% of gross national income on official development assistance. And since we are here in Dubai, let me congratulate the United Arab Emirates for providing more than 1% of its gross national income as official development assistance in recent years. This is an exemplary performance. Although the UAE is not a member of the DAC, it is a participant or an observer, and we hope that it will set its sights soon on joining. Let me now turn to my third and final point. It's time to move beyond the traditional north-south divide and adopt a more inclusive discourse. Certainly that's one of the main topics here at the South-South Expo. But we believe part of the answer is also triangular cooperation. This means combining the strengths of different providers and recipients to create innovative solutions that draw from across the divides. Last year, we conducted a survey on triangular cooperation. I would like to thank those of you who are here who contributed to that work. We've just published the results in a report called Dispelling the Myths of Triangular Cooperation. We found that triangular cooperation remains highly relevant. More project data and evaluations are now available, and they point to an increase in the number of projects, their budgets, and their durations. Triangular cooperation is not a niche activity. There is a great variety of triangular cooperation in terms of scale, scope, regions, sectors, and project types. Finally, triangular cooperation can be especially effective at creating partnerships, building trust, strengthening networks, and increasing intercultural understanding. The progress of recent years gives us hope. We know what works, and we're learning how to combine our efforts better. The bottom line is that we must work together, listen to each other, and combine our efforts to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals. Thank you very much.